we gotta get back to everything that we going on. And over the Halloween week, while everyone was planning to prepare all this stuff, one big thing got released. One big news got dropped during that day, and that had to be Facebook rebranded. I know, way off topic. Halloween all the way to Facebook. Why talk about Facebook? Because Facebook is honestly what runs all of our daily lives. Yes, Instagram is owned by Facebook. Most of your social media that you use, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. No, but we'll get into that. But it's all owned by one man, and it's all under Facebook.
Yeah, the man who dropped out of Harvard, well, he didn't get dropped out. He got kicked out for hacking the database to create what was known as Facebook.
Exactly. And now, what's recently going on, though, is he's changing it up to now no longer Facebook, but Meta, or the MetaVerse. And he's basically referring this as to, okay, so now, instead of, Facebook is a bad rap, everyone thinks Facebook terrorist stuff, data hacks, we like your information, everything like that. So he said, let me change it up to something even creepier, MetaVerse.
Exactly. Run our test and check.
Right?
Yeah, this is St. John's. We support other St. John's students. Run our test and check.
So basically, in the MetaVerse, it's this new virtual reality world. Like, he's basically creating an exterior version of social media.
Yeah, basically, it's Fortnite for Facebook.
Exactly.
That's what it sounds like.
It's basically like some Fortnite. You said Fortnite, whatever video game you want, but now it's like, this is social media. But the crazy thing about this, it's like a real life version of Sims. You know, the Sims, it's like you curate. In the Sims, you create your own character. You can have like a family. You can end up having kids. You can do everything. So now basically Mark is like, I'm gonna make you your own personal Sim. Like, this is your, like, it's basically, let me tell you how this thing is going. It's basically like a new virtual world of like, we transport ourselves into a whole world and we have a whole life in this other world. It's not just like, oh, I gotta care. Nah, like you know how social media is like, that's one of our, like, it's like a personal brand for everybody.
Yeah.
Now he's created an exterior version of that where it's like not just like pictures and everything. You have a whole separate character in a whole different world. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. When you think about it, it's like,
yeah,
whoa, this is like something crazy, and like, whoa, where is he going with all this? But it's funny is I've been seeing a lot of comparisons, and it's the first thing I thought of. There's a Black Mirror episode. One of the first episodes. You know Black Mirror, right?
Of course, I love Black Mirror.
Yeah. One of the first episodes. You know the episode the dude's on the bikes, and he's just he's like pedaling the bikes.
Wait, what season was this?
First season. It's the actor from Get Out, isn't it?
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't hop on until like whatever season the most popular one with the girl and the girl who wanted the house and then people would rate her. She had a wedding to go to.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's my nose.
I saw that whole season, but then I started going from that one and on, and I saw a little bit of the season before. I think that was the third one.
Yeah, that was the third season.
Yeah, so I didn't really get to see much of the first one.
All right, so let me tell you basically the background of this whole episode and basically how like this ties up to it. So in this episode, basically these people live in like a prison or like a dormitory, and they all they would like ride bikes for money and everything. Like, it was like a weird thing. Like, you would like earn points by just exercising, and that was what you did like all day. You would just like ride a bike, go eat your lunch, go ride the bike, and then just go to your room where.
Yeah, that should be real, by the way. Like, earn points. Let me earn money. It's for living, for real.
But you may not want that because you couldn't do nothing. You would just go to your room in isolation. Couldn't have nobody over. And then you had 3 channel options. I think it was like a porn channel option. It was like you could play like a game option, and then you could watch like a reality show, which you could buy your way onto. And if you bought your way onto this reality show, it was like the only way you could gain freedom.
That sounds depressing.
And yeah, and basically the whole thing about it, what was crazy is that they did all this through these virtual characters. Like, they lived their lives. Like, all they did was like work. All they did was like work out. All that points you were earning wasn't going towards you. They wore the same clothes every day. They went to the same place every day. But all that money that was being generated was going to the characters and not them. And then when you start like connecting that with the metaverse and everything like that, it's like, what route are we kind of heading down here? We already have virtual art that goes for thousands and thousands and millions of dollars. NFTs. And people are like, where do you put them?
Here's my opinion. Do you use Facebook?
Nah.
Exactly. Anybody 30 and younger does not use Facebook.
No.
So, people who mostly use it are 35 and up. And so, do you think a 60-year-old woman, a 70-year-old woman, my grandmother who's about to turn 80, who has a Facebook, do you think she's going to understand any of that?
No. But guess who does? We do.
Yeah.
And we going to be 30 in like 20, 15 years.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? I'm 23. Why would you say that?
All right, no, we're not looking down that far. But let me put this in perspective. let me put that in perspective.
But like, that what you just said though, to like, even though you just made me feel old, but. Do you think we gonna go back to MetaVerse or whatever? You don't think there's gonna be another social media coming out in between then, and we're gonna hop on that? Or I mean, even though the kids might hop on it, but like even still, like you still think like we're still gonna be using Instagram? We still gonna be using like Twitter and stuff? Like you think like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like it's just like Facebook. Like everybody knows, it's for the adults.
Yeah.
Kids, there's people my age who use it. I don't. Even though I have one active, I don't use that whatsoever. Yeah. So like this whole metaverse stuff, like it sounds like a good idea. Hey, look, maybe I might be wrong in the future, but I don't see like it be, like really being useful because like everybody who uses Facebook right now barely know how to use the phone.
Yeah, and you're right about that. So the reason why I think like what he's trying to aim at is not right now, but like I said, like that scary thought. I know I'm not gonna say it again, but like the reason why I think he's making it now is because he's thinking like, because Facebook owns Instagram.
Yeah. So
we basically kind of have our own version. There is a younger version of Facebook. It's Instagram. We all use it.
Yeah.
So that's when it's like, so then it's like when you start thinking about it, it's like he kind of already got us locked in. And like I said, we understand it. The younger generation, I say 35 and below right now, everyone 35 below has good knowledge of social media. Like they grew up with social media.
Yeah.
Like they had like 35 and below had social media since they was like at least like teenagers or around our age. And that's the age where it's like you'll understand it. We could have like you said, you can go back to when you first what first social media you used or what first social media that you had. And that's the thing. Like I said, 35 below, I think they can all relate to that. So then now you got to put things in perspective. That scary thought, them 35-year-olds, they're going to have all that knowledge of social media. Eventually, they're going to be that age of all those people that are just sitting on Facebook. Yeah. They're going to have all that knowledge. And it's like, and it's going to be passed down to the younger generation because to the point where 5-year-olds are on social media right now.
Yeah.
Like 5-year-olds know how to navigate YouTube better than a 50-year-old or a 30-year-old.
Yeah, it's really like people making millions off of like Twitch streaming and TikTok.
Yep. A lot of the money is all on the internet nowadays. A lot of the modern, like we were just talking about last time, a lot of the modern day celebrities are from the internet nowadays.
Yeah, like stuff like TikTok making it easier for people to become called content creators.
Exactly.
Which draws more people onto social media, onto these platforms. And then now you see I see social media platforms. I don't know why it took me long to find that. Mm-hmm. Social media platforms are now trying to collab to get other people to go on these apps and to draw attention.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where it's like this is scary because it's like he kind of is low key hitting a point with that.
Yeah, I mean I see it, but still I'm just still going back to my thought maybe if you did this for Instagram, I'd understand it because even still Instagram, there's people. I'm using Instagram. I've been using this for 10 years now, but there's even still people old using Instagram. Mom, you're still not allowed to have an Instagram. By the way. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Mom, Dad, no. Yeah. But yeah.
I'll one on that too. One on that. No parents on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see how connected social media is with our lives because it's Yeah, right now it's seen as something crazy, but
Yeah.
what if it's like introduced to like social media? Like, let's say they add some feature like that on Instagram. Like, remember how people go on live?
Yeah.
People will go live with like 1 or 2 viewers.
I remember when Live first came out, I used to like, even when stories came out, like, like you couldn't even see like nobody's stories. Like you just see like a whole bunch of live, and then when they added like duet lives, then like
all the time.
Yeah.
Till this day, every day.
It used to be like I tried to watch somebody's story, then I accidentally clicked on a live, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, Gary!" And I feel guilty. I feel guilty for wanting to leave because I didn't want to see you live, but I still don't want to see it.
And that's the thing though, it's like, look at it. These people will be on there, 1, 2 people will be sitting on their lives, and they'll still do it.
Yeah, that one person is you. Probably their fake account they got on the phone right behind them.
Yeah, they fake account, their brother, their mom, their auntie or something. And then that's why it's like, it makes me think like, what if they introduce like a virtual world feature on Instagram? It takes 1 person.
I mean, but still, like, virtual world, like, what?
It takes 1 person.
I mean, yeah, but what's the point of doing that? Like, for me, we got video games for that. We really got, like we got GTA for real with that stuff. Like, what's really the point? It's just, like, I really feel like certain things should stick in their own lane, even if it's good, even if it's perfect. Like, Facebook is $1 billion company.
Yeah.
Like, he's already making enough money. He's like, Facebook is still being used no matter what. If we say that is dead, and so is Instagram. No matter what people saying that is going to die. Like, I think he even knows TikTok as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. TikTok's independent, I think.
Oh yeah, but I know they work together because I know like you can make an account with your Facebook for TikTok.
Exactly,
like,
they're still connected.
Yeah, but still, it's like I really feel like they should stick in their own lane because now that I want to bring this topic up as well. I know you remember like that one, like we used to go to Snapchat for stories, Instagram for pictures, Twitter for tweets, and like others, and like YouTube for videos. Now everything that I just mentioned, they have all of those.
All of it.
Like I remember, Twitter took away their stories function because it was terrible. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, but that was a bad idea.
Yeah, and it was too late.
Like YouTube has stories. I was like, yo, what's up with that? Like it's a video thing. You can post pictures on YouTube too.
You can post you can post pictures?
You can post pictures on YouTube.
Why?
I asked the same question.
Like why?
And which is why I'm asking about this virtual stuff right now.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And it's like they're gonna keep adding it on and on and on. And it's like you said, right now it's like having Snapchat really just feels pointless at sometimes.
Yeah, I just do it just like just to keep in touch with some people. Sometimes I post stuff on there. I don't care if I only get 30, sometimes 12 views.
I don't care.
Like I used to. It's just I just want to have people who used to know me see what I'm doing, or just see how other people are doing,
Right, I just use it for the private stories. Yeah, that's all I use Snapchat for nowadays. And it's like you see how it's like one social media now just controls all that, like has all those features now. Instagram, you can go live, post stories, post pictures, post videos. You can do everything on Instagram now.
Yeah, my point I was trying to make with the virtual world thing, now it feels like, okay, social media is now trying to be like video games. So now, it's like, now we're going to go into a whole loophole of just everything being everything. Right. Pretty much, like, now, like Netflix, you're going to, be able to, update your status, tell people that you're single through Netflix now. Like, that's really what it sounds like we're heading for.
I'm single, or you can chat with people under, they're going to make a comment section on Netflix.
Exactly, no matter if it actually really would be dope if we do Tinder with Netflix. What type of movies you into? Yeah. Oh snap, yo, if your girl watches The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, yo, she's a red flag.
Yeah, see, and that's where it just gets interesting right there. It's like it's like one thing is. It's like one thing is like monopolizing the whole area. It's like you can relate it to Amazon, how Amazon at one time was just a bookstore.
Online bookstore.
Yeah, and now look at Amazon.
It's online store.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's the world store. I think half the world uses Amazon nowadays.
Yes, he's about to almost be a trillionaire for a reason.
No reason. Well, for a reason.
I meant for a reason, yeah.
For a reason. And then that's why, and it's like, I mean, with a virtual world, I think it could catch on because, like I told you, all you gotta do is just have Kim K create a virtual character.
Like I was at this thing in my job where you get like a content creator, to represent your company, and it'll influence people to use it.
That's all you need is one. Like, that's what their value is there for. Like, all you need is just one person to just say, oh, just have Drake post it. Okay, if Drake doesn't want to post it, okay, Kim K, you post it. Okay, Kim K don't want to post it, okay, Gucci Man, you go post it. Don't matter. As long as they got like a good influence over like a lot of people, especially our age, and if people see him doing it, like, for example, how many people did you think would have gotten colored dreads before Uzi?
I mean, Doug was doing that before Uzi.
Okay. Yeah. But how many like dudes do you think was even thinking about it before they saw these dudes?
Nah, no, I can't say like I gotta watch what I say on air or like what I say on the camera. But like they would say some homophobic stuff about that. Like back in the of course now. Like all that stuff, like getting your nails painted, all that stuff, wearing dresses, like the way that Playboy Cardi poses, like nah, like everybody doing that like it's cool now, but like it's just the influence, like everybody saying, oh, it's cool now.
Exactly, it's cool now. You can paint your nails whatever you want. You can get face tats all over your face, cause it's the end. They all do it. Like there was like a whole era of and these dudes still do it to this day too. Because it gets you attention, and it's a part of a movement basically. So that's what I'm saying. It was something like it was like a tough transition for them. And I was just like 1 year in the pandemic, and this is from people who spent their entire lives. Like we grew up without social media. Like we grew up like fortunately for us, we had childhoods without Instagram and stuff like that. Like it was just like where's your friends at? Oh, they're at the park that they're usually at. Let's go. Or they're across the street. Or let's go there and hang out with them. So we fortunately didn't have that, but 1 year of just being stuck inside affected a lot of people's social skills. Just 1 year. So now think about little kids growing up with on social media most of the time. Most of their lives is just being on social media.
Yeah, with you bringing up social media in the pandemic, I also wanted to bring up, TikTok. Like now, because now I want to talk about the influence. Like, notice how like before, like regular dances was regular dances. Now TikTok has like got people just like doing these weird dances that like if you were to do them in the club, people will look at you weird.
Right.
And also like they're blending like different cities songs to like one song where people are not forgetting where the original dance came from. Yeah. So like now like TikTok has like I really see has poisoned our minds. People are now buying stuff because of what they see on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And now like social media, like the big influences like I was talking about before, like kids are not going to go outside no more. They're gonna like they're gonna be like what 5 years old talking about like trying to update their status and stuff, having
What's
fake.
Jake Paul doing?
I know we've all had that fake girlfriend online. They're gonna be like 4 years old with their fake girlfriend online.
Yeah. Instead of the fake girlfriend in class, it's gonna be the fake girlfriend from Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube somewhere. I don't know where these kids meet up nowadays. And like you said, it affects them socially. Because they're not they're more comfortable. They're going to become more and more comfortable with interacting through like a phone or a tablet. They're going to be more comfortable doing that. And that's scary because it's like, this is like the younger generation. This is the people that are the future of like us. These are the people that are eventually going to be politicians, judges, like CEOs. They're little cute kids right now, but eventually they're gonna have to take those roles. And if they don't develop those social skills right, what is that gonna? That's gonna eventually lead to a virtual world being more mainstream.
Yeah, actually, now that you mentioned it, social media has grown a lot of social skills now, right?
Yeah.
See, back in our parents' times, if you wanted to get in a relationship, you have to go outside, go to a social event, and meet somebody that way. Nowadays, like. People don't even want to do that, Some, like girls say they don't even want to be approached like that no more.
No.
The way you got to do it now, like Tinder is becoming a thing, like BLK, sliding up in the DMs and stuff. Like it's just like everybody's social skills really messed up. You can talk to somebody you don't have I'm glad I met someone like you who can hold a conversation. Most people can't even hold conversations. They have zero personality.
Yeah.
and that's gender neutral. I'm not like attacking one gender. That's everybody.
Yeah. These people, like you said, they make their personalities their social media page. That's their personality. They want you to look at their social media page and know who they are and say, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I don't gotta talk to you or nothing. I can say hi to you, but just follow me on Instagram. You'll figure out who I am. That ain't right, man. Like you said, people meet people. I'm fortunate. Like I said, me and my girlfriend, we met at a public thing. We didn't meet like through social media, nothing like that. So I got fortunate through something like that. But it's like you said, most people, it's through Tinder. It's through Bumble.
BLK.
BLK. What's that one?
Black people Tinder.
BLK.
Yes, that BLK.
Then you got Instagram, like you said, swiping up. You got Snapchat, swipe up. I be seeing crazy.
That's what I said Snapchat was for earlier, though. That's why I was trying to hint at that.
Yeah. and then I've seen even crazier thing. It's like people meet on Twitter, in a comment section on Twitter, they'll just DM each other off that and end up meeting each other and everything like that. Yeah, I was seeing some and it's like and it's like we don't look at it like that. But it's like that's telling of what's about to happen over the years.
Yeah, it's like people like I'm not gonna act like I'm the most confident when it comes like speaking to a woman like on the spot. But like it's like now I see like a whole like a whole swarm of dudes now. Like even my friends, like we all really don't have game like that. Feel me? We all be talking about like this girl fine. Like yo bro, what you talk to her? Like nah man, I can't man. I can't man. Like. It's just that's what's happening now.
Yeah, because it's like even the girls, they see everything on social media. I remember when we was out on Halloween, I remember I was with a few friends and there was like some drunk guy came up to us or something like that and I had like push him away and after he left, they were telling me like it sucks being a girl, like it's tough that we can't like be out on our own like that. We have to be more like protective and everything like that. And it's like that attitude has grown more because they're more how do you say it, exposed to like seeing like the violence that can happen against women.
Media influence.
Exactly. They're more exposed to that. So now it made it even where girls are even more like reluctant to even want to talk to a guy like a stranger or something like that.
It's why approaching them is kind of dead. But then again, at the same time, like DMs is like not many people really take stuff seriously when it's online.
That's the other thing. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, how serious can you really take it? That's why it's just like a double-edged sword, because it's not just guys. Like, yeah, for most guys, trust me, it's not easy approaching a girl now.
I mean, think of it like a job. Think of it like a job, right? Like, because my mom's like an HR person, so she knows that like, yo, you get more luck when you like try to get the job in person, when you try to talk to the people in person, when you come and like give them your resume in person versus like being online, sending them emails out of like the thousands they get in a day, and then trying to like just like do a virtual like meeting and stuff. It's just like they don't really take that stuff seriously. It's like everything, if it's not in person, it's like they just think of you like as like anyone else. Exactly.
And that's like for interviews. I remember I'm doing a few of these finance interviews right now. Dude, it's all virtual. Like first, like they instead of like they don't even want to talk to you at first, they just say send in a video of you, record a video of you like answer these questions, send it in real quick. Like they got to the point where companies don't even value that social interaction no more. A lot of people don't value just going outside and having a conversation with your neighbor or having a conversation with your mailman. Like those things don't happen anymore. Like a lot of people, and we don't like look at it like that as much anymore. Like we don't think about it like that. But it's like it's like those little bits of conversations. Like a lot of people, it's like you come like unless like especially nowadays in college, I've noticed a lot. Like I remember I had to do something for over there, and I remember we had a bunch of freshmen come in. We didn't say something for like 2 minutes. They did this.
Yeah.
Straight down their phone.
This is why, like, I remember my freshman year, me and my friends, like, we was all dudes. We went out to Buffalo Wild Wings to play the game, right? We said, all right, everyone put their phone in the center of the table. And the thing was, like, all right, cool. Whoever picks up the phone first, like, while we're here, they gotta pay for everyone's meal. Of course, we know no one's gonna pay for everyone's meal. Yeah. But it was just like the thought, like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna be the first one to pick up my phone. What? And then we was just sitting there, just talking to each other. It's like.
That's a good way.
Yeah, no, people can't do that.
No, they can't. Like it's tough for when like you're around. Like a lot of people, they're gonna take out their phone. People are gonna just want to just flick out their phone just because it's like I don't know if it's like you're so like you said you're so influenced by it.
You're addicted to it.
You're addicted to it, exactly. And that's why we reverted right back
to social media. Yeah, you're addicted to social media. You can't get off of this on your mind. Like, that's where people's personality comes from, to the point if you delete their page, it's the end of the world for them.
Yeah. A lot of people will go crazy if they lose their Instagram page. A lot of people will go crazy. And that's why it's like the MetaVerse, it's not far off. Like, his idea isn't as crazy when you really start to, like, think about it and talk about it. I think he's insane for doing it. Because I honestly think that he's one of those people that just comes up with really good ideas, but doesn't really think about the impact of them. Because he didn't control Facebook that well. He could have controlled Facebook way better. He let Facebook get way too out of hand. But that's because he kept shooting all these good ideas without really thinking about their impact. And I think this MetaVerse is going to be the same situation where he's shooting out a really nice idea. Don't get me wrong, like, it's interesting having a virtual world and everything like that. But then it's like you said, we just talked about it. These people, social media is their lives.
Yeah.
Imagine if you introduce something where you could legit just live that life of that social media.
Dang.
It's a scary thought, right? I think people are antisocial now.
Yeah, it's really gonna be like Wally, for real.
Yeah. It's gonna be like Wally. We're gonna have it's like heading down that route. That's why I'm saying, like, yeah, in 2021, this MetaVerse thing may not be something crazy. 30 years from now, 2050.
Yeah.
That's gonna be what? Mom, Dad.
Dang, 2050, I'll be 52 years old. I should not have said that either.
Yeah, let's not think about that. But let's not think about that. But it's like, Mom, Dad, can I get this new thing for my character? Can I get this new thing? Then what are you gonna attach? You're gonna start attaching video games to this virtual world?
I mean, we kind of actually are right there too. Like my 12-year-old nephew, like a few years ago when he was addicted to Fortnite, like we got like he would like spend money, like he would use all like his allowance money, all his Christmas money, and like birthday money. Instead of buying real clothes for himself, he would buy clothes for his Fortnite character.
Yeah, skins.
Yeah, I mean, like I know as a kid, like it makes you excited and happy, but I had this thought like, yo, I'm not spending my real life money on video game character clothes.
No, unless like like I can understand maybe buying some VC and 2K, to get ahead. You want to get some cards in my team, or you want to get your player a little up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really get into 2K. Like, I just do play 2K. I don't get into like that because they make the same game every year. But we talk about like you're just to the point of like anti-socialness, a decline in like humanity and stuff. Like this whole social media is really like is decaying us.
Yeah, it's really is, and it's kind of getting sad because it's like we're getting to the point where the idea of a virtual world isn't even far-fetched no more.
Yeah,
it's not even like it's like something like you really like can have like because 30 years ago, like going back then to the 90s, I bet you if someone told them, oh yeah, you could have a social media profile where people all the way in China can see what your life is like, they would have been like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
But now look at it. And that was, the 90s was what? The 90s was, you see how it's like over time, a lot of these social medias just went away too. And it's like they all just started popping up. And the crazy thing, and it's funny that it's a good thing I wanted to search up the Twitch, because it sees like it's only been around for 10 years.
Yeah, I see it get popular just like a few years ago.
Yeah, and it's like one of the biggest platforms out there now. And I'm still out, you see how quickly these things are getting big nowadays.
Yeah. Like
YouTube's only been around since like 2006.
Yeah.
Instagram's only been around for like since 2013. Don't quote me on these.
Nah, it's been like 2010 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like these things are not that old. Like we can go back to probably the first time we started like using these social medias when these social medias just started becoming a thing. And it's like all this is so still new to us. And trust me, I give it like 10 years in this MetaVerse thing, you probably gonna have a MetaVerse account.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, if it's tempting, like, if it does well, I'm gonna get curious. Like how TikTok was. I said I was gonna make a TikTok, then my cousin made one for me. I started watching a few videos, and now I'm addicted to the point I have to delete it every now and then because I stay on it.
Yeah, you'll not get off that. And then basically, yeah, just to wrap that all up, social media is getting interesting nowadays. Mark Zuckerberg and this MetaVerse, it's interesting. I think, like I said, I think he's a very smart guy. I just don't think he understands the impact he has and the impact of some of his ideas and how they really shift society. As I see this MetaVerse thing, honestly, in my personal opinion, taking over in about 10 years. I see it being a huge thing in about, like, in the next 10 years, I see this virtual world being a normal thing. You're going to run across people and you're probably going to go on a date. And the date's probably going to be like, oh yeah, have you added me on the MetaVerse or the virtual world yet?
Yeah.
And it's kind of a bleak thing to look at, but I think just over time, it's the world we're heading down and the route we're heading down in this life. So just to leave it off with that, I would say check out for MetaVerse if you want to. Look it up, do your own research on it. I was looking at it a little bit over this Halloween weekend, and I hope everyone enjoyed their Halloween.